Hello, and welcome to Spot Hidden, the show where we play Call of Cthulhu. I'm London Carlisle, your game master, and we have a treat for you tonight. Of course, as always, we're joined by Carly Sims, Matt Stephenson, and Hudson Hubbard, but tonight we have a very special guest that's joining us as well. May know her as the host of the Good Time Society, or from Geek and Sundry, or also from the Calyx, the amazing new Call of Cthulhu show on Twitch and YouTube. I would like to introduce the one, the only, the Becca Scott.
I'm gonna need to record that, and then I can play it back from my phone before I walk into a room.
Well, I'm way too low in my chair.
Man, this is Publix.
Starting this off.
And this is the
Wendy's.
Oh, I was confused because I always call it, every time I visited Florida, I call it Publix.
Really?
So I had to process there for a second.
Publix.
Well, I have a new name for it. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, yeah. Well,
You're welcome. My gift to you, Matt.
Thank you.
well, welcome. Yes, welcome to the table. You normally run, as I mentioned, your own Call of Cthulhu show. You're the keeper of Arcane lore, so it's very fun getting to run the game for you tonight.
Am I making you nervous?
No, it's like sweat pours down my face. I just start crying.
No.
like waters in my.
I swear.
Cool.
Well, I know how difficult it is, so I'll probably be the nicest to you of anyone.
Probably
These guys.
true.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
I can tell you I will not be the nicest one to him, so we know that one.
Yeah.
No, it's always just constant, just back and forth with us. Before we get started tonight, we want to give a special shout out to the great old ones at Chaosium. We love them over there at Chaosium, and for creating this game that we're playing tonight, Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition. We are doing a scenario called Moonglow by John Almack. Shout out to him. And it's a great 21st century sci-fi adventure. So before we get into all of that, does anybody have anything they would like to throw out, before we get started? Any plugs or anything before we jump into characters? Okay, cool. I'm not missing anything.
I'm in
Shout out to my
space.
mom
Yeah.
getting her second vaccine shot next week.
Congratulations.
Yay!
All right.
Well, let's start off and go around and introduce who we are playing tonight. Becca, as our guest, will you please start off for us?
Well, of course, I would be Commander Alison Angus. No, you know what? She's going to hail from Alabama.
No.
Yeah,
All
that's
right. All right.
So now y'all have to pick different accents, so I can do your
Oh
accent.
boy.
Mine just
Well,
goes to this either way. I can't help it.
Back to Daniel, I suppose. Hudson, have it.
Hold on while I find my character sheet. Found it. Commander Alison Angus doesn't mess around. She is good with a shot for sure, but is especially skilled at piloting a spacecraft, which is why she came into this profession. It's all she's done, all she's wanted to do since she was a little girl looking up at the stars. Of course, I am well read. Can't come on this show without knowing a thing or two about Spot Hidden, and can't handle my own in a fight, but really, I have memorized the position of the stars. I can count them in my sleep, and that's what's going to guide me through to safety on any mission. Keep my crew safe. That's the plan.
All right. Well, thank you, Allison from down south. We appreciate it.
Do you hate it? Should I stop?
No,
No,
we
no,
were
we love
well
it.
led.
No, we love it.
I'm
Too late.
inspired.
I've
It's
established
incredible.
it.
I wish
Charge
I
into
was
battle.
Yes, we're gonna go next to our commander with the specialist. Please introduce Dutch for us, Hudson.
Yes, so Specialist Dutch. He hails from Wellington, England. His father helped build many of the space shuttles of the 21st, or no, would it be the 22nd century? Or no, it's just still 2021, I guess. No. What year is it? What year is it, London? 2037?
We're in the
In the
late
future.
half of the 21st century. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So it's in the distant future, but he helped build some of the space shuttles. So me as the son, I wanted to pursue my father's dreams and goals, and here I am, the specialist of our space shuttle.
All right.
Well, I think it's beautiful that you are someone's child. I personally was made in a test tube, and that is why I'm so good at navigation.
Excellent.
Wow, it's
And-
all coming together. The dots are connecting.
And,
Connected the dots. You have a
I don't know anything about this, Commander.
that's okay. I'm gonna get some hand sanitizer from that one.
Oh my gosh.
Next up, Matt, please introduce your character.
Yes, yeah. Major Magnus Flatiron. Now, Flatiron hails from around mid-Texas. He was a pretty straightforward life. He never grew to be as big as his old daddy was. But he realized he had the power of his mind, so he went ahead and jumped into the military and worked communications for quite some time, and has found himself on the moon apparently, or somewhere in space at any point in given time. And at this point, Flatiron is the flight engineer. He knows some things about engineering. No, he's got some navigation, well, a little bit of navigation knowledge, knowledge about the spacecrafts in themselves, but not so much. Don't let it mislead you. He's not so much of a repairman. He's not too much of a mechanic.
Okay, cool. And lastly, Dr. William Bowery. Please,
Yeah.
tell us about William. Carlisle.
He is. I guess I'll do the accents. Everyone else did. Wow, words are hard. He is from London. I can't do a London accent, so I'm just going to do a general British accent. He is the science officer on the ship, and he is very much straightforward. Get the job done. Don't care about anything else. Just do that and move on with his life. He just wants to figure out everything. Just any opportunity to learn something, he's going to take it. So that's what it is. I'm trying not to slip into
People in
Maryland.
London speak in all different kinds of accents. Your accent is perfect for certain parts of London.
Okay, perfect.
Right, Nightcat?
I know it's terrible. It's fine.
Yeah, so we have a great crew here
To
tonight.
judge.
An eclectic crew. I enjoy it. And we are going to jump into Call of Cthulhu, Moonglow. Now, since time immemorial, people have casted their curious gazes up into the sky. They saw the moon and thought, what lies there? Now, it's the late 21st century, and humanity has begun to expand their civilization to the stars. And the first place that they're starting with is this manned outpost next to the Shackleton crater at the lunar South Pole. Cloaked in this perpetual darkness, the crater floor has this useful bounty of water ice, as well as these rare minerals, which includes a very precious substance called helium-3. Now, helium-3 powers the great energy resources that humanity is needing to expand amongst the stars here. Now, to take this out, they need, specialized crews that know what they're doing. And you all are one crew such as that. Now, you are the next crew that is scheduled to be stationed at the Shackleton moon base. But something is off here. Now, you all have been trained for a 6-month tour of duty, but your departure date has been moved up by 2 weeks. You received word that the communications with the base had been lost. Now, a low-level pass made by an observation satellite, let you all know that everything seems to be undamaged. The base still has power, and, recent activity on the surface suggests that it's only a temporary, technical malfunction. But you were sent out anyway. You've almost completed your long journey here. You've disembarked the automated Orion spacecraft that, just jets through the stars, stopping right above the moon. Your Altair 2 lander detaches from this spaceship and is drifting to the surface of the moon. It's begun its long descent down bringing with you a spare communications laser and some emergency supplies. Now, you already know that, usually this area is continuously illuminated by the sunlight. Within a few short days, everything will be covered in darkness for a brief period. So, timing is of the essence here that you get down safely. Now, as you're all in your landers, you're all, kind of strapped together and plummeting towards the surface of the moon, just give me a little quick description of, what Commander Angus looks like.
Oh, Commander Angus, she's tall. She is freckled, pale-skinned, and long, silvery hair. Just, she's 32 years old, but she just went gray, and that's fine. And she likes it because it looks like the light from a star.
Fantastic. Now, as you are the commander here, you're the first person to notice this radio signal that comes chirping in to your comm systems there. You must turn back. You must go back immediately. Do not land. Abort mission now. Go back to orbit, is what you hear.
Excuse me, who is this and how did you hack my comm signal?
This is Martel from Moonbase Shackleton. Go back now. You must not land.
Kind of one-way shuttles we got here, Mortel. Do you have more information about why?
You must go back now. Abort. Abort now. And that's what you hear. And this just repeats and repeats and repeats with increased sort of ferocity and fear almost is what you hear.
I'm trying to look for a source for the signal. So he's coming from the moon base on the southern part of the moon, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The moon's
yes.
south pole. Okay, well, while I'm in the shuttle, can I open up comms with my other we're each in our own shuttle, right?
Well, you're all kind of in this one big lander, yes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you give me an intelligence roll, we'll see what kind of information that we can glean about this communication.
You got it.
First
All
roll
right.
of the game. Boom.
London, did all of us also hear this message?
Yes. You
Okay.
all were able to, glean this. All right. So yeah, Becca,
Figuring out how Roll20 works.
no problem. Yeah. So okay. So if you just
There we go. Oh yeah, 36, baby.
cool. Yeah. Versus so you succeed. So you know that this comes basically directly from under you. It appears that the communications to the main, there's this large communications tower near the base. It's offline for some reason, but the local communications, they're still up. This is from the moon base, somewhere down right below you. You have a mission specialist with you. What does Dutch look like?
Yes, so Specialist Dutch favors primarily, he looks kind of like the 1980s pop star Billy Idol. He has bleach blonde hair, kind of spiky. He's about 5'9", and fit, but not bulky.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, you were trained in communication, so this is like your field house there, or your wheelhouse there. You would know that this is also coming, directly from below you, but they sound very frantic. What is your reaction to this?
Dutch is looking around to make sure that all the comms are working perfectly and making sure that there's nothing that would damage the shuttle from landing. So he's primarily focused on the landing part of this mission right now.
Okay, great. You don't even need a roll for that, but thank you for letting me know that. The person who has probably the most control of everything right now is your flight engineer. What does Magnus Flatiron look like?
Magnus Flatiron, he clearly has some sort of history with a little bit of rebellion, but it's very subtle, something you could pick up maybe from his early years, but definitely after I suppose finding himself, he's very what's the term? Very I've lost the word. Very clean cut. That's the word I'm looking for. Buzz cut with a light scrub. He can't stop that from growing in. And fit, but not not too fit. Just he's that guy. He's walking down the street in Texas, and you're just like, oh, there's a guy. And yeah. So he is is he piloting? Is that what's happening here?
Well, so Guy, if there's anybody that can, redirect the direction of this lander that's coming down on the moon, it's you. Now, you heard this communication. Abort. Return to orbit. Do you follow this? Or do you continue landing in the landing zone where your commander has marked it off? Now, you have the power to do whatever you want to here. So what do you do? Do you continue down?
Yeah, he's got a lot of trust in his commander. And he is, but he also has some knowledge in regard to, or some experience in regard to telecommunication and of everything of the sort. So he's gonna go ahead and give a listen, see if he can't pick up anything else in this transmission that's coming in.
Okay. Yeah, listen roll, please.
All right, you got it. I know what the word listen looks like. There it is. Ooh, 28, 25. How many luck points? We are spending 3 luck points right off the bat. Keeper?
Oh, no.
Okay, if you would like to, yeah. So you would like to pass that listen roll?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, as you're listening...
You say 23 luck you just spent?
No!
3.
It was 3, yeah. It was 28 versus 25.
You made me really nervous. We're going to need that luck later.
We live on the edge, Becca. So as you're listening in that communication, return to orbit. Behind that, below that, there is this rumbling. Sounds like some sort of engine. Sounds like some sort of vehicles like hum under that.
I thought it was John Z and got excited.
So you keep going down, right? You're staying on course, Magnus?
Yeah, he's gonna relay that information and then take his commander's cue there.
I'm at Flatiron. I'm gonna need you to proceed as planned. We have no mission communication that is telling us to reverse course, and the most important thing for the future of humanity is securing more helium-3. I repeat, proceed as planned.
Good enough for me. Roger that.
And so it proceeds as planned. Yeah, it's coming down. It's getting closer and closer. Soon that communication cuts out. It sees that there's no turning back here. Now there's one more person here. It's the science officer. You mentioned helium-3, and as soon as you said that, maybe she perked up. He perked up. Please tell us about what does Dr. William look like? Dr. William Bowery.
He is a very tall, kind of scrawny man. Looks almost gaunt features. He has like long, almost stringy, like ash blonde hair. He always keeps in like a very haphazard bun just to keep it out of his way.
Nope.
I know.
Stringy hair in a bun.
Stringy, but like, he's just you can tell that he doesn't really worry about taking care of himself too much. That is not his priority. So, kind of unshaven. He's clean, but just a little bit unkempt kind of guy. So.
Okay, cool. And what do you think about this, William?
Honestly, he doesn't trust it at all. He's like, this is not a good idea, but also probably a good idea because we do have to deal with this helium situation. So.
Right. So I'm going to show you all of this. It's a little map of the area here. You see that landing field there? That's where you're coming straight down in, as planned. And then you can all feel the force of you making contact with the moon. We float down, and now you have landed. Things are quiet. There's no more outside communication, and you were here. You all know it's just a short little moonwalk over to the Moonbase proper. You see those little spears in the center of the map there. There's a big kind of a wall around it, just for safety there. But you just short walk around that. But now you're here. What do you do?
All right, team, suit up for a spacewalk. My favorite part. If your helmet flies off at any time, that's it. Just remember that.
And with that, Flatiron just kind of makes sure his helmet. He's grabbing around, making sure that thing is tight. And he's ready.
Awesome.
Dutch
So we all
also
heard the same transmission, right? Thoughts and feelings?
Yeah, Yes, Commander, I was wondering, did we get any specs on where that came from?
My assumption is it's probably a prank because we received no information about why to turn back, how we would even do that in a lander whose primary purpose is landing. I don't know about any of this, but I think we should all be on high alert.
Yes.
And we'll
High
strap it
alert
in.
for some pranksters. They should be court-martialed immediately.
Well, I don't know about none of that. If I tell you something, that rumbling in the back something tells me someone had some bad gas.
Right. That does coincide with what we're feeling about pranksters, so I'm glad we're all on the same page. What about you, Doc?
I mean, sure, pranksters. Let's go with that. That works for now.
So no one's afraid of anything. The slight that could be wrong. We're just ready to court-martial, and I'm down for that. Thank you for being the crew that I hand-selected. It is ready to go with me down any court-martial.
Well, appear not to have entirely known the crew I was signing up for, but where it goes, we'll go.
That was oddly inspiring for us to just be dealing with someone just farting in a moon base. But
Oh,
all right.
space monster. There's a space monster. Spotted.
Oh.
God.
Nope, that's just some moon dust in the shape of a creature.
And you see this like dog-shaped moon dust float past like the porthole. You can almost hear it bark. Bark, bark. You've been away from Earth too long. But as
Space
it goes
madness.
off, the porthole is right there in front of you. It's it's time to depart. You have your space suits on. Your helmets are tight. They're not coming off. Who leads out first? Who goes outside? And like in what order? You're gonna go ahead.
I didn't want to jump on it, but I am the leader here, and I want to show that I am unafraid because we did hear a rather disturbing message that for my crewmates may be a little intense, even if they're saying they're going along, so I'll take the lead.
Okay, cool. Who's right behind her?
I can follow that right up.
Okay.
Right up in a second.
Cool. Angus, Flatiron. Oh, we're talking about steaks. Angus, Flatiron, sirloin. No. Dutch. Are you? Who's next? Dutch or?
Yes, Dutch is making sure that the doctor gets off first,
Okay.
or making sure that he gets off safe.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. So as you make that first contact onto the moon, you can almost see your boot digging into that silent but soft moon surface. You can see the print, and it's filled with the prints of everyone that has come before you here, unremoved. It's a beautiful sight. Over the horizon, kind of to your left here, you can see the giant crater, the Shackleton crater in all its glory. In front of you, there is the wall that wraps around the moon base. And right over here to your right, there is this 6-wheeled vehicle. It is a lunar rover, very high tech. It's the most advanced sort of vehicle. Tons of money in this thing, but also it's plummeting right towards you all.
What?
As soon as you step off with all this great speed, it's heading directly for you. So now, luck rolls from everybody.
Oh no.
I just spent 3 luck points. Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay. Okay.
I actually succeeded in luck roll for once. That never happens.
Failure. 58 versus 45.
Ooh.
18 versus 65. Hard success.
The commander was chasing after a dust cloud in the shape of a dog, and definitely whiffed. 68 on 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let me see here. So Becca, if you click on your character sheet, you can click on the actual buttons, and then it'll roll it up, kind of like everybody else there. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They thought of everything.
I felt bad. I was like, we all had our little Roll20 boxes pop up.
I know.
Cool. Cool. 2 successes, 2 failures here. So if you failed, now follow that up with a dodge roll to see if you can get out of the course of this.
Oh,
Suddenly
okay,
very
this is
glad I
a-
succeeded because my dodge is very bad.
Oh.
Oh,
Failure.
Oh no, there's something coming straight for me.
Oh! Okay, cool. So 2 more failures here as you see this rover slam directly into your lander. Now, it almost just, you can see it like the indentation of it crush into the fuel tanks, and there was this huge, forceful, silent, but like forceful explosion that just knocks back into you, Commander and Specialist, for a total 4 damage as this just knocks you back, flying. The rover has just erupted. It is no more. Whoever was driving it, obliterated. And also, your lander, that will get you back up to your ship that's in orbit, it's also decimated.
Yep. This is fine. This is totally fine.
Huh.
So
Engineer
sorry, there's a
Flatiron.
dog trying to break his way into my room right now. So
Engineer Flatiron, what is that, and why was it falling out of the sky?
Well, appears to be someone taking a joyride. Doctor, can you get over here? And
I go over there.
yeah, give me. Sorry, I went straight in. Give me a roll. No.
Yeah, you are still in DM mode.
No. So, can I go ahead and check and see if there's anything? So we're looking at a rover that now just crashed into our lander. Is there anyone piloting? Which I imagine there's not.
You give me a spot hidden.
For someone sitting in the
Is
driver's
the
seat.
name of the show.
Do I do that too?
Hey.
Going over there.
I'm about to spin.
What'd you
London,
fail?
focus.
Oh, sorry.
Do I do
I'm
that
over
too?
here like.
Okay, so my luck's fairly decent, and I'm 4 points away from a success. Someone chime in here. Give me some.
Do I also
King.
roll since I'm over there, London?
If you would like to, yes.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
So you're spending the luck or no?
Hudson, what are you thinking?
How many luck points do you have? If you wanna
57.
Tell me.
Oh God.
That's
many?
too many. Get rid of
57.
them.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's let's spin 4 and then not succeed later on.
Okay. As you look through the wreckage here, you can see that there is somebody piloting this thing. It's a 2-seater, but there is somebody right behind the wheel, and they are dead. Most definitely so. It's almost hard to make out their body as this fresh sort of decimation has just happened. But there is definitely somebody there. Only one, but definitely somebody there.
How's the death?
Dutch stands up and cleans himself off from the terrible damage he's just taken, and proceeds to walk over to the vehicle and begins to look at the corpse to see what possibly could have been the problem and if there's any identification on him or her.
Okay, yeah. For this, give me a luck roll, because this thing is just messed up. You finding anything in this wreckage is going to be a matter of luck, quite frankly. You can still feel sort of like just the freshness of all of this. Okay.
Failure. 79 versus 45.
And you don't find any sort of identification here, but you do know everyone that's on this base. And I'll show you that right now. Here are the existing crew members.
Sorry, I saw something that said Roscosmos, and I thought it was Nostromo, and yeah, it's fine.
Is it possible for Flatiron would like to look for a cause of death? Is there a puncture in the suit? What exactly?
Yeah, I want to also look for cause of death since I'm doctor.
The cause of death is exploding against your fuel tank.
So they were dead. That was my question. Were they dead before?
No, that's what
The
killed them.
impact?
That's what
Okay.
the impact is
Oh.
what killed them. They drove this thing directly into your fuel tanks. Exploded.
Okay, so just to share with people, so there is a list of 4 crew members that were on the moon base. Are these also the people that were piloting? And one of them was piloting the rover, like the rover was kind of just how you travel around the moon base.
Yeah, so this is how you travel around, yeah, and these are the people that you're relieving. So there's 4 of them, 4 of you. You're just coming to take their place, and they were scheduled to leave and go back to Earth.
The old switcheroo.
Mhm.
Never mind. I'm too far away. I want to call over to the good doctor. Does it look like any of the Shackleton crew members? There's a commander, major, doctor, and specialist.
Can I make the body out at all?
Education.
Oh, I think I'm good at that. I am good at that.
Oh!
Extreme success, 3 versus 90. This was like my best friend or something. I would know them anywhere.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's sad. Hold on.
Yeah, this is somebody that you're very familiar with through your briefings and just your in-depth research on this this crew here, and you're very good at your job. So, this that you recognize is Specialist Martel.
Okay, so London doesn't have to do a French accent. Cool.
Already done.
Nay.
Oh no.
So much for the
Oh,
prank.
roll 20 is frozen.
Okay.
We had been writing letters, not Renee. Imagine I'm still pretty far away, but we have our comms that are connected to one another within our spacesuits.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a moment. He's very handsome.
But yeah, now his face is charred. You can still make out his little mustache and sort of
Oh
like
my
the
gosh.
short sides and the long top of his hair. Dead.
So like a small cigarette too, just right up.
He would always call me Mon Cherry in the letters that he wrote.
This is
Why
Rogan
does he
Gambit.
kind of look like Hudson?
Oh.
Facial hair.
All right.
Thank you, Carly.
Now, with this information, what are you doing with this? The moon base is right on the other side of this wall here. What's your course of action?
Still leaning on that court martial, Dutch?
I believe so.
We're gonna need a proper burial. We gotta take Specialist Martel out of this rover, and we gotta get inside the base.
Commander, where do you prefer us to bury the corpse?
Well, a proper ceremony and through the airlock, not just dying in a rover as it's quickly exploding. I mean, we could lose any trace of him, and we may need that.
I'm
Did just witness the
curious
death of a.
what happened to the rover. Did he lose control? Was this intentional?
Something tells me we wouldn't really be able to pick up on that.
This is a wild question. Does the rover have like a black box kind of thing? Probably not.
Well, no, these things, the rovers themselves are, they're manually
It's just a
controlled.
four-wheeler. Yeah.
A big complicated four-wheeler for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Or more almost like a Batmobile type thing, like a Robert Pattinson Batmobile style, more like that, but with 6 wheels.
Okay.
Yeah, if so there's not much else to get done here. Following Commander's orders, let's go ahead and take this body on in. Are we headed to the bubble, Commander?
Of course, we're headed to the bubble.
All right, that's all I needed to know.
So you gather the remains of the specialist, and on your little maps there, you can kind of see everything that's around. There is a cargo rocket at the far end of this base. This is where they load up the helium-3 and some other things, and they shoot it back up to space, where it is intercepted and taken to Earth. It's still there. You see it towering, casting this like big shadow over everything there. All the fine metals and everything. It's the pinnacle of science. As I mentioned, Shackleton Crater is to your left, and as you're all carrying the specialist back to the bubble, give me spot hidden rolls all around.
Like the sound of that.
I miss Merwin being good at this.
Well,
Never
doesn't
mind.
matter.
Ooh, okay, yeah, we got some great spot hidden rolls here. All
An
successes,
extreme
basically.
success, 5 versus 45.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, Doc. Okay, Billy. What you notice on the rim of Shackleton, there is this shimmering light in the vicinity of like the man-made ramp that leads down into the crater. You see it for just a second, but then gone. You continue on. Here's another map. This is a little closer, a little zoom of the moon base. As you round the corner of this large wall, you see this lunar harvester parked right out front. It's right in front of this command dome when the airlock is directly behind it. Its camera mast on top of this big harvester. It has like a big, almost bulldozer type arm on the front for digging through the regolith there and gathering the minerals and such. Its camera pointed directly at you all. What do you do?
Anyone ready for a joyride?
You know what? That's a good point. Perhaps we should put the body inside this lunar harvester because we don't know if there's even breathable air inside the base, if life support is fully functioning based on the message that we found and the explosion we've experienced.
Well, last I checked, dead bodies don't need much air. I'm not sure what good we can get out of this lunar rover.
We do.
Oh, granted.
I'm also interested in perhaps the Major heading into the communications tower and see what was bumbling up our ability to reach Earth.
Like the sound of that. And could Flatiron go ahead and give a glance at this camera? Is it moving? Is there very evidently someone in this thing, or is this camera just pointed at us?
Is someone in security right now on cams? Is the red light flashing?
So you can give me an intelligence or education roll for this, just to kind of to know the systems and such.
Critical success. I don't know why I got a critical on. Okay, great.
You look at that camera so good, Matt.
You are the camera. So as you
can I detect it's actually a transformer, this lunar rover? Is that what?
Star screen.
Oh my gosh.
So you're looking at the camera and you notice the minutia of the movements of it. You notice like the blinking light there, and you notice almost like the reticle like turning, like, you know, coming in and out. The lenses are adjusting, kind of like Spider-Man's lenses in, you know, Homecoming. So it's doing that. So you know that someone is on the other end of that, controlling it and looking at you. Not someone inside of the place, but with that critical success, I'll tell you that this harvester, it's completely, you know, unmanned. They work these things from inside the base. So someone inside the base has this camera using it. Oh, they see you there. You know that.
I'll give a pleasant little wave, because who are we without our manners? And if Flatiron will continue on, he's gonna go give the door knock.
Before you do anything else, 1 second.
What's that?
Oh no.
This
Don't like that.
The gun on this thing goes off. Shoots this laser. It zooms, you know, right out of the harvester, lands at your feet, leaving this scorch mark on the ground. And you all see this.
I want to jump on the back of the lunar harvester on the opposite direction where it would be impossible for the gun turret to turn around and get me. And I want to leap on this harvester, and I want to try and forcibly remove the weapon from its exterior.
Yeah!
Oh!
Dex roll, please. Dex roll. Let's get it. I love it.
Oh, boy.
I am unable to jump up onto the... I was injured earlier, and I'm walking with a little limp.
Oh, no.
Oh! Okay, so as you're trying to get close to this thing, you're trying to really close the distance between that. This thing fires again, and it seems to catch you there. I rolled a 13 versus a 30.
Hold up. Can I dodge the shot?
Yeah.
You can.
Go ahead and give me a dodge roll.
Oh no. No, you cannot.
20.
Oh.
So, you know, everything moves slower on the moon, so you're trying to go, you know, get out of it, but nope. But it doesn't do that much damage, only 1 point of damage, but you can still feel the force as it knocks into your body.
Skimmed me.
Thank God. I thought this was about to be the shortest stream ever.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna run where I can't get shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not even trying to be a hero. I'm just running.
Okay.
Let
Cool.
me equate myself with this map here.
All right. Yeah. Dexterity. And then what about you, Dutch? Anything?
Dutch follows the doctor.
All right. Cool. Dexterity from you two as well.
Hard success. 23 versus 50. My luck is here for a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, hard success, 29 versus 80.
Fantastic. All right. Yeah. So you're able to run out of the way here. It's 2 more shots. Guelph. Two. But they miss you. You see them kind of kick up the dust on the moon. And it's still pointed at all of you. Who's making the next move? Does anybody have any sort of idea on any other course
Is
of
the gun
action?
pointed away from the entrance to the dome, but sort of guarding it?
Yes. This thing's parked right up front.
Could I? Well, I mean, we're getting shot at by a damn laser weapon, in space, and we can't move too fast. So can I go ahead and take a shot at it? See if I can't disengage this, hostile target.
Yes. Please do.
Great. This is an 1860 hard success.
Wait, you have a weapon?
Surprise!
Yeah.
What do you have?
It is a holdout pistol. Keeper, do you want to describe that?
Yeah, just like one of those small little pistols you're not really supposed to have, but you carry it anyway because you got a dark past.
Right.
Oh.
Is that contraband?
All right. That's what you get for
Discuss
making up
this
from
later.
We can discuss this later, that's for damn sure.
But as you shoot at it, whoosh, you immediately disarm it. You can see like little sparks coming off it. It can't shoot again. As the camera powers down.
Either some of the people we have come to replace have gone rogue, or else something has contaminated this base.
Well, this is the second time someone here has tried to kill us, so
I bet it's those dang Earth anti-vaxxers.
Yes, I'm starting to believe that this is not some ordinary prank.
I heard they made their own space shuttles.
Well, we're way past the greetings and pleasantries, so let's go see if we can't make some friends.
Hold on. Before going in, is there any way that I could remove what remains of the turret that was on this rover and fashion it into some sort of, thing I could fire?
Okay.
Or maybe just pull off a blunt object that would be more useful than my hands. I want a weapon.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we're for it.
Yeah, so you can do either. For pulling off something and trying to fashion it into something else, I'll do like a mechanical repair roll, or if you just want to rip something off and have like a sharp 1d6 weapon, plus your damage bonus, we'll do a strength
Let's go
roll.
mechanical repair for the gun
Okay.
on the vehicle.
Cool.
Come on. Why? All of my rolls have been like over 75.
Oh.
89.
So as you're digging in there trying to fashion something that can be used as a projectile, you aren't able to make it work, but what you are able to do is to get this like nice sharp almost piece of metal that you can use, and you can put that in your inventory for a 1d6 plus 1. But you would know that inside there usually some sort of workshop, some sort of like mechanical lab where they might have something that you can upgrade this even further with, or something like that.
All right, team, prepare yourself. I think that we're going to be on the defensive as we head inside, prank or no prank.
My question is, where's that controlled from?
Probably somewhere on the moon, I'd imagine, Doctor.
It should be the control room or the defense lab.
There you are.
All right.
If this
So-
moon station has a defense lab.
This is a long shot, Keeper, but do they happen to have any maybe living room windows, anything that might give us a glance into where we're headed?
Everything is enclosed, and it's also kind of coated in some of the like materials that are being mined here. So it's very sturdy and very very hard to see inside. There's no sort of like hard and fast like windows, I would say, that you could look deep inside in.
Hold on, this is the future. We should have some sort of Apple Watch that can tell us something about the state of like the security system inside this moon base. Maybe if we roll real well, so probably shouldn't be me that checks.
Is this like a Mass Effect hologram where it just pops up and you just pop, 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 pop,
Well, yeah,
you know everything.
Yeah. Well, you do have a comm link that is logged in on the local systems here. You talked to somebody earlier.
Who's in charge of communications on this crew?
Despite my history, I'm not
I believe.
the best at it.
What kind of role
Why
would
didn't
that
we
be? And I'll
bring a
let you know.
communications agent? Specialist Dutch, that's on you.
Yeah, Keeper is. Would the specialist be good at comms links?
Well, here's
Communication?
the thing. All you got to do is turn on the phone for this if you would like to kind of radio inside and see what kind of answer you get.
Okay.
I can't make my own calls. I'm the commander.
Right.
Specialist Dutch will take over for this, and so Dutch pulls out the comm link to contact in. Hello? Does anyone copy? This is Specialist Dutch. Does anyone copy? Over.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I mistook you for someone else.
Who the hell else is coming up on this damn moon?
Just come inside. Come inside. We can talk. Come inside.
I'm about to have something to say to this motherfucker.
Okay,
Alright,
so
let's
this
move.
is the commander.
Now, did he tell me his name was Mortel earlier? Keeper.
Oh well, yes. He said Martel. Yes.
Martel.
Yeah.
This is Dimitri, yeah. That
And-
we're talking to.
Yeah, and the guy in the rover was Specialist Martel.
Ah. Oh no. My heart died in that rover.
Yeah. So, are you all proceeding inside?
Commander, I believe whoever's in there wants us to come in, but I highly advise you to go in there. Without you on this mission, we'd be done for.
Wait, what are you advising?
I'm advising for you to be safe and stay out here. Perhaps I should go in first and make sure that everything is safe.
I think we split up into two teams, and I think I look for a second entrance.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're already splitting the party.
While this comm link is still out, can Flatiron would like take it and now you have a man dead out here, and we need something of an explanation. Or so help me God, I will figure out what I need to find out in this damn dome.
I'm sorry. Just come inside and we'll talk. I'm sorry.
Is he not
Yeah.
intimidated?
Yeah. Just come inside and it'll all be okay. Yes, I'll be okay.
I'm definitely not going inside the front door.
Okay.
All right.
Doctor, Dutch, you go in the front. Flatiron, you're with me. We're going around the back looking for an alternate entrance.
Oh, no.
Stay in communication. Just know we're listening to everything. Keep your communicators on. And if it seems like you're in trouble, we'll come in after you.
Roger that,
and
Commander.
I want to give Dutch my metal shrapnel piece, my sharp scrap thing I found. Since Flatiron has his pistol.
Sharp scrap. Okay, yeah. So you get the sharp scrap that does 1d6 of damage. So you can just keep
Plus
tabs on that. Oh yeah.
Excellent.
plus one. That's sharp. Super sharp. Space sharp. All right. So if you're going around looking for that alternate entrance, give me a spot hidden. And for the people that are proceeding inside, you enter directly into the airlock. It's like this place where you're cycled through. Oxygen is then pumped back into into the place. Beyond that is this area for decontamination, as these sort of bursts of decontaminating substances are sprayed upon you. So you're able to remove your helmets, and you do see that there is oxygen here. Everything is breathable. Everything around you seems to be in order. Everything's working right. And this kind of puts you out into the middle of the command dome. This large dome with all of these. It has several things here, so I'll give you a little description of that. It has the Command Operations Center, the COC, which is
what?
the COC. Call it Cthulhu.
All right.
So there's the Command Operations Center in the middle of this place with all of these dials and screens and computers and library systems. You're all familiar with this. And the living quarters is also located in this place with these stairs that kind of go up, and they wrap around and have kind of almost like big cubbies where these people can live. And this is in here. But at the center of the room, kind of on the ground, you see this guy just right there. And I'll show you a picture of him. He has this dark hair, but his beard, his kind of scruff he has there is like kind of graying, whitish, larger nose, and these big, thick-rimmed black glasses. Kind of large, dopey ears as well. He's laying on the ground, and he has this container of something in his hand as he's kind of wobbling back and forth. I should mention that gravity is stabilized in here, so it's very similar to Earth. You're able to walk around and such. But he just says, "Come inside. I'm sorry. I was trying to protect my life. I thought you were Glow. I am sorry."
Who the hell's Glow?
Glow is this thing. It came in and killed half my crew. It killed them, and and he just takes another big swig of this liquid in here.
Keeper, is there anything with any sort of tensile strength in here? Is there any zip ties? Maybe some fashionable rope in this command center?
Yeah, so that'll definitely be around here. You're able to find that pretty easily. You were briefed on where everything is, so you're able to run and get some of that stuff. And he puts up no fight if you try to restrain him. I'm sorry. I just. Oh my God, they're dead. Okay, so back to the people that are wrapping around. Let's see those spot hidden rolls.
Well, we got a 39 on 70, baby.
Okay. Hey. Okay, cool. You find a secondary airlock that you're able to sneak your way in through. Now, you pull up the map again, the Moonbase map. You would see that this is kind of on the side of where the fuel depot is and where the solar farm is. It's in the engineering dome. And that's, kind of where you enter into. You enter into this engineering dome.
Major, try not to drool all over the equipment. I know how you love engineering.
Oh, am I with am I with my commander here?
Oh, I
It
thought I
seems
dragged
like
you
you've
along with
split
me.
in half.
Oh, did I?
I don't know who's going where.
I zoned out. I
kinda-
thought I was with the airlock group. Okay.
Hey, you could
part
have
of your body
chosen not
went
to
in one
follow. I think that feel free to have just wandered in with them.
Okay.
Sure, Commander.
William Bowery, did you go in with
Yes, I'm with Dutch.
Okay. I completely zoned out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take over. With
Yeah,
my
we're gonna
actions
pretend
there.
that one of us tied him up.
Yeah. Okay. And in the meantime,
I turn around after saying that, and you're not there.
Sanity roll! No, I'm just kidding. Not yet.
suddenly I'm back. And I'll do my best, Commander.
So in this engineering dome, you see there's a machine shop in here. It includes a 3D printer. And by this time, you can 3D print up almost anything. Spare parts, electronics, weapons even. There's also a control room here for the base's power, life support systems. There's also the airlock that you just came through. So that's what you see in here.
Major, could you print me a weapon?
Could damn well try. I like the sound of that. Um, yeah. So are we able to fashion ourselves maybe something pretty standard, maybe something small like a talking like an MP7 or something like that?
What we can do is another one of those, pistols that you have there.
Hold
Uh,
on, Major. Maybe make us some space grenades. Maybe just one big explosion.
Uh, I like where your head's at, Commander, but I'm looking to stay here for a bit of time if everything's all right. So we're gonna stick with a pistol, I think.
Major, are you disrupting the chain of command here?
I sure
Don't
am,
make me
Commander.
pull rank. I know we catch beers together, drink beers together after work, but when I tell you I want a space grenade, I want a space grenade.
Can Major take a second to just even think if that's an option? Keeper, does he have that in his ability?
Yo, dude, tabletop man, you can try it.
Also, Dutch appears out of nowhere in front of him and says, "You really should probably make her a space grenade," and then he disappears.
Just vanished.
It's like his conscience.
Well, I suppose you convinced me, Commander. I do like the sound of blowing some shit up. All right, Keeper, let's give this an attempt.
Okay, yeah. So for this, give me an electrical repair,
damn.
electronics, or mechanical repair. And it might take a while, but we can try it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
let's
printers may
see.
have expanded their capabilities, but they still take hella long because you gotta print the little plastic goo and wait for it to go in a little circle.
Commander, do you happen to have any magenta ink on you? Never mind.
As we're doing this, I'd like to just give a little shout out in the chat here. It's a great comment. Mayday Caleb, well, Caleb from Mayday Roleplay says, and in 3 8-hour sessions and 2 accidental reprints, you've got a gun. Which is very accurate.
So you, because I was looking for electronics and I don't seem to have that skill. So
Okay, well, that's, yeah. So then.
yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and try. They're both the same, so let's give it a mechanical. Ooh, that is a not a success.
Okay, great. So back in the command dome, there's still that guy there. He's now tied up, and he's just like now just rocking back and forth and just looking around wide-eyed before like kind of crashing down back into himself. He looks very confused, but also just very drunk and upset.
Exactly what I thought. A drunk out here. And Dutch grabs the bottle and kind of like sniffs it to see what kind, if it's beer or wine or just liquor.
He looks at you doing it. And he says, "It's vodka."
What a stereotype, London. Wow.
I mean, it's also
I
true,
wanna
but
get-
They drink it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and
yeah,
it's
it's a little bit more than stereotype.
a staple.
I don't know if I have like a little pin light, that like paramedics and stuff have on their sleeves, but I want to pull out like something, and I basically want to give him a once over, like see if he's responsive to my finger in front of him. Just try to figure out,
Tricorder?
like, yeah,
Oh yeah, you want to give me like a first aid or medicine for that?
yeah. I'll do. I think medicine probably. Let
Maybe
me
like
make
a hammer
sure.
to the knee, just like a
I'm
little
gonna
tap.
do a first aid.
Cool.
That is a 53 versus 60 success.
Cool. Yeah. So he's just very intoxicated here. He does seem to have control of his other faculties and such. But he's just very, very intoxicated. But he begins to speak. It killed my crew. They brought in they found the meteor, and then it ripped. No, I don't know. We were mining, and you are the relief. It gets very broken, and it's very kind of hard to piece together. But the story that he gives you is that in the middle of their harvesting in Shackleton Crater, the harvester hit some sort of large boulder. They identified it as some sort of meteor. They brought it inside, and soon afterwards, something inside of it was released, and now half of his crew is dead. He hasn't seen Rene Martel, is what he tells you. but he hopes that the same fate hasn't met him.
Well, I hate to inform you then that he is the one that tried to crash the rover into us as we landed.
The rover that outside that no, that can't be. I just saw him I don't know how long ago it was.
Who has the body?
He's dead?
Yes. Which of us has the body? Is it our crew or the other?
I think it's
I
still
think we
outside.
dropped it when we were getting
Yeah,
shot
I
at,
think
and
we're
we
more
all
worried about-
forgot to move it.
Yeah.
We were more worried about not dying
I'll
than
say.
joining it.
Well, you know, it's outside. If you hadn't shot at us, we could have brought it to you. But
And so
this
Mhm.
this thing you call glow. What is that? I saw a shimmer at the edge of the crater. Surely it's just a reflection, a trick of the light.
it's this light. It's hard to pin down. It moves like impossible. But I saw it grab the doctor and kill her. I moved her to the infirmary and her body is there. But I haven't left this place. I do not want to run into it again.
Tell me, has everyone on the station been drinking lately?
No, this is mine. I made this to relax.
Doctor, I await your orders. Should we check out the body? Or should we follow this mysterious light?
I would personally like to inspect the body first, just to see what sort of wounds it has, what could have been the cause of death. I highly doubt any sort of light could become, well, unless it was some sort of laser, could cause something like that, but...
Okay.
Should we, Doctor, should we take the commander with us? The station's commander.
I don't think he'll be a problem, personally. He's just kind of sitting here, so...
Excellent. Yeah, I
Should
guess-
we go meet up with our commander before we inspect this, or meet up with her once we know a little bit more about the situation?
Yes, we should find the commander and the major.
Great. So as you saw, this place is basically like a central hub with like spokes of a wheel going off of it. You can go and go into the engineering sort of wing there, meet up with them, and then proceed from there if you would like to go to the lab dome.
Before they come in, when I hear someone coming, I want to grab any objects that are like sitting on a table. And when I imagine it's like an airlock in between that sort of door, even if it's not an airlock on either side, there's this sort of like kind of door. I want to hide behind it, grabbing a blunt object because I don't know who's coming in here, and we're being stealthy back here.
Well, for my commander's sake, I will go ahead and stand in the center and be ready for whatever's coming around.
Major, something's coming.
Yeah, it's me.
What? There's no time for your
It sounded
blue-
cooler in my head.
blue
Let them come
jokes.
through.
Keep it in your space suit, Major.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna go ahead and try and hide, I suppose.
So you, Commander, you grab this object. It's like this device of some sort. You're gonna use
Yeah,
that as a weapon.
it's a space device that takes two pieces of paper and combines them together using a small metal object.
Indeed. Do you grab
And throw a
anything?
printer at him?
It took me so long to figure
Stapler.
out what she was talking about. I was like, what? Is a laminator? Like-
A space stapler.
A space
Oh, man.
station?
Cool. And as they come in, there they go.
I need to know if I recognize them. should I roll for intelligence?
Well, I think you know them at this point, but if you would...
Do we
Oh
need to
my
roll for
God.
disguise, London?
I feel like I would try
No.
and grapple until I noticed. Doctor, I'm so sorry. You just never know. Did you find anyone in the base?
We found the commander. He's drunk. He says that there's some sort of... Well, Dutch, I don't really want to even entertain this idea.
Then I will. Yes, we found the commander, and he seemed to be talking more like blabbering about some light that has been killing off his crew, and I found him drinking, so I think the whole story was a little bit rubbish, so we came to find you.
Well, a little bit of drinking, a little bit of lunar rover joyriding, and a little bit of space lasers. This is one hell of a party.
Indeed. Well, this is our base now, and if we're going to take it over, we need to make it home and we need to make it safe. So I'm going to go over to the console in this room, and I want to do a sort of sweep of the system and see if the computer can tell us anything more about what is going on with it, if it can have any sort of like error information about why our communications were bogged down.
Okay, yes, for sure. Do you have a computer use roll that you can give me?
Well, that would be cool.
It might be in like the additional skills.
Sure would like to.
Yes, you gave me a great one, or rather, the pre-made scenario did. Okay, ready?
Uh-oh.
Okay, now I found the ratio.
Jeez.
It's 13 bad rolls, 1 good roll. So let's just keep it. Let's go.
Here we
All
go.
right. I like those numbers.
I'm pushing the buttons and nothing seems to be happening. Anybody see what I'm doing wrong here?
Yeah, so you're pushing the buttons and you're trying to pull up everything manually, but you keep getting these like the red blah 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 blah. But right in front of you, like kind of what pops up is this interface. Whoosh. Hello, I am Sally, System Assisted Library Interface. How may I help you?
Don't like that.
Is it named after Sally Ride?
Sally, oh my goodness, are we happy to see you? We're your new crew.
Hello,
Oh.
nice to meet you. How may I help you?
Don't trust robots.
Well, Sally, despite what my major here says, I think your voice sounds incredibly trustworthy, and I have grown up in a time where robots have been nothing but good to me. So, well, I guess what I want to know is, what is this sparkly light, and have you been able to identify whether it is organic or inorganic?
Searching files. Library use roll, please.
Ooh,
Don't like
yeah, we got it.
Hey.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
42 on 50.
Yeah, so I can give you as many library use. I mean, I'll take as many as you want to give me, and I'll give you more information with it. But with this one, Sally pulls up this video of, you see this lone sort of harvester out in the crater, finding this meteor. You can see Martel venturing out there, picking it up, and bringing it back to the base.
Oh, so it's like big enough to be held?
Mhm.
Specialist, Dutch. Now, is this
Yes, Commander.
something that is known for harvesting helium-3?
Keeper, I would like to make a roll to see if I know what that is.
Okay, yeah, education.
Excellent. A success, 36 versus 50. Yes, Commander, I believe so.
Oh, I mean, no.
Or yeah, Keeper, what is it?
Or no, maybe.
Yeah, this
Or no, who knows?
isn't it. This isn't it.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
You'd have to really, get closer and you really inspect to see what this is, but that's not the helium-3 or any sort of other precious, minerals there.
Okay, excellent. No,
Sally?
Commander, I do not believe so.
Well, that just seems like Martel was going rogue. May he rest in space.
Bored. Keeper, can I get a quick update, please, on our location in the space?
Yeah, so this is all still in the command dome, right in the center.
Got it. Right in the center. Got it.
Mhm.
Oh, we left the engineering. Okay,
Yes.
got it. Sally,
Yes.
is this meteor still inside of the base?
Checking logs. Yes. It is currently located in the laboratory.
Son of a gun.
Well, that's also where the dead body is. So
Sally, do you have any control over any operations here at the base?
Yes, I do. How may I help you?
Oh, fantastic.
Excuse me?
Nope. Never mind.
Okay.
Hey, Sally, can you use the replicator to make us all some hot cocoa? Because I think after our crash landing, we're gonna need it.
Yes, I can. Please see the living area coffee and cocoa machine. And you hear this like being poured like kind of in the same area but just like away from you. So it's being prepared automatically.
Magically. Do you now? How about maybe a? Let's turn this a bit Irish with our cocoa. Do you happen to have maybe a whiskey?
And then you hear the other commander. I got you, friend. My friend, come visit me.
No,
Visit
I
me.
don't need none of that Russian crap.
Are his arms tied down?
Oh yes,
Is that
come
what you
here.
all did?
Come here. Yes.
Oh my, Commander. Reporting for duty. You are now relieved of commanding this base. I go over and sort of stand in front of him.
Yes.
You good or?
No, I'm going to take a walk. I've a lot on my mind. I must go.
I'm not untying you.
I think you're gonna be staying put right here, Commander.
And he just kind of sits back on the ground. You hear the coffee and the cocoa, kind of finishing. And Sally says, "There is no alcohol in your coffee, sir. I apologize."
Just keep getting better, don't you, Sally?
Does anybody else want to give me another library use while they have Sally up?
let me see what my skill is, and I'll let you know.
Mhm.
Oh God, I've got so many handouts open right now. Okay. Sure. 36. Oh, nope, that's not mine. 38 versus 40 success.
Okay. Great. So what you see in this video as it's pulled up, you see, I'll give you a picture of him. You see what would be Dr. Weaver. Let's see if I should. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, so you see
Which
this.
is pretty.
Yes, you see her kind of in distress, like running around the base from something. You don't see anything in the video that she's running from, but there is something that is after her.
Wait, is this an old video or is this currently happening?
It's old.
Yeah, is there like a timestamp on it?
Yeah, so this is, very recent, within the past couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, we do know she was killed by something.
In the video, it looks like nothing's chasing her, not even a light.
You don't see anything in this video. There's no sort of light or anything that's picked up.
Perhaps some sort of mass hysteria. I mean, not hysteria, it's not a thing, but some sort of madness.
Oh, I believe there is only one treatment for hysteria. And some of these rockets probably have it. You just sit on them. Never mind. I'm old.
Oh.
I got it, don't worry.
Wait a minute.
Well, crew, it seems that there is something mysterious that has set plague to this base, and if we want to have a nice mission, I think we're going to have to go into the crater and find out exactly where it all started.
Maybe so, but in the meantime, Sally, do you happen to have maybe any sort of system for what is the term? Camera system, maybe, minus the rover outside. Don't know what happened to it.
Camera system. Yes. You
I
are
believe
looking.
you're muted, Keeper. Sally.
Camera system. Yes, you
Camera
are
system.
looking at it.
Okay, so did we see a recording
Of what?
of the doctor, or
Yeah, that's what we just watched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay, but we're also looking at the camera system.
Well, yes, you can pull it up and show you kind of live footage. But what she showed you earlier was a recording.
Okay, good. All right, I didn't know if there's a difference there. Great.
Why didn't you send her out in the harvester to look around?
Well, first, I'd like to. Is there anything else going on in these 3 other domes? It looks like there's 3 branching domes here.
So there's the laboratory dome, the engineering dome, and the greenhouse dome. The lab has, biochemical lab, geology lab. It has a medical center, also with an examination room there.
Are we still in our spacesuits? I don't think I would have taken off my helmet.
Well, the 2 people that came in the front door, they were already decontaminated and everything, so their stuff is off.
I feel like we must have had a decam in the back too.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you're gonna die real quick with this design.
That's true, yeah. So it's all built into that side airlock there, so you're able to cycle through and just pop out, on safe.
Great. So is there any movement happening in these other domes here? Any any movement is all he's looking for.
I'll confirm you see no movement on the cameras.
Don't like that.
Enough of this. We can't just sit around and be afraid of our own shadow. I think that we all should head into the laboratory.
It's never one
Excellent
for science.
idea.
Aye.
Commander,
Great.
if I may, just real quick shout out to Sally. Sally, I have a quick question. Do you control most everything on this station?
No, I am only a resource. I do
Oh,
not
thank
have
God.
full control.
Okay, good.
Sally, are you lying?
No.
Okay.
Sally, if
Well-
I told you to self-destruct, would you have to do it?
If you put
Question.
in the proper key, you can do a
Oh.
lot of things, including shutting off Sally, launching the cargo rocket, and other functions.
Cargo rocket.
And where might we find that key, Sally?
It belongs to the Major. He has it. The password.
And the
We don't-
major.
We haven't seen the major.
What?
I want to turn to the commander who's tied up, Ivan Kov. What happened to Frank Thompson?
Last I saw, he went out to the crater. He was with the harvester out there.
And he never came back?
I haven't seen him. I don't want to let anyone inside, but I noticed that you were the second crew, so you could come in. But I have not seen Frank himself.
And Sally, if we were to ask another AI that never lies whether or not you were lying, what would it say?
I'm sorry, I don't have this information right now. Please try.
Of course
again.
you don't.
Me neither. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, and so the commander has no idea where the major is.
No, I don't.
And is there anything happening in this science dome that's broken off from this main branch here?
The
Of
science
domes.
dome is under construction. It is currently empty and unfinished.
Sounds incredible. Oh, have you seen the plans? They're going to be phenomenal. It's going to have all kinds of test tubes and beakers, and having been bored in a test tube, I feel a personal affinity to that sort of laboratory.
Well, probably go
That's-
find some in the laboratory right now. Is that where we're headed?
Not the science dome, but I think down that deep, dark hallway,
Right, the laboratory.
we should maybe check out this old corpse.
Fantastic. So as you go into the laboratory dome, you see there are several separate labs and areas inside here. Off to the side, there is this room. it says like MRI on the door, and it says, you know, no metal allowed inside here. Another place here is the geology lab. You see that there is a strange sort of rock thing on display in this section. You also see that there is this examination / isolation room, which has this big glass window that's there. And on the table, you see this figure that's under a sheet laying there. A corpse, you would assume. And these are some of the things that you see in here. There is also a computer terminal kind of right at the front off to the side, which has all sorts of, you know, stuff pulled up. It has like articles or something recently searched. Just your general lab stuff, I would say.
I'd like to search the Google history.
Oh no.
Commander, stop!
Bless my
one, look,
couch.
one of us has to do it.
Computer use or library use?
Okay.
And oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, you have your hot chocolates or, you know, your coffees or whatever. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sipping
Oh
it.
heck yeah.
It's okay. Oh, what did you get, Becca?
I got an extreme success. 5 on 60. Didn't have the right window pulled up, but now I do.
Hell yeah. Okay. So as you're looking through the Google search history, you find some.
Oh, you
juicy
don't want to
stuff.
look over here, everybody. I
got some
found
juicy-
some incriminating information.
Uh-oh.
I'm already hot thinking about it. What you see on this Google search history is an article pulled up. It's the last thing that was searched here, and it was searched and, you know, found by Dr. Weaver. But you see all these records and this history about some incident that happened in Arkham, Massachusetts,
Oh shit.
back in the 1920s.
Oh shit.
Some blasted heath. Some sort of incident that happened on a farm with
Oh.
some things
Oh my god.
that were changed. That's what you read about. This was searched and kind of researched for some reason.
Feels like a callback that I wasn't there for.
No,
'cause
it's the
Carly
freaking-
gasp.
It's color out of space.
Wait, so is the official like searched article is something may have been altered on a farm, or like what was the?
Well, no, yeah. So
Is that-
like, it's just news articles about like some strange events that happened back in the 1920s in Arkham, Massachusetts. Which is what you read.
Okay.
Blasted
Freaking-
Heath stands out to you.
Xanox called it like so early on. I just want to say.
Oh, in chat.
Yes. He's just like, I bet it's color out of space. I bet it is.
Having not wait, hold on. So all the information that we actually gleaned from this, aside from meta information, was there was something that happened on a farmhouse.
Yes.
In Arkham, Massachusetts.
A meteorite crashed, and the vegetation and things went, you know, wild.
Does it say how it was resolved?
It does not.
Get over here. I want you three to look at this.
All right.
A news article.
Some sort of.
And it makes me so darn mad to think that some space critter, light or intangible or furry or none of the above, thinks it can come into my space base and threaten the sanctity of my crew. Oh, I'm gonna blow something up today. Let me tell you.
Well, not with any space grenades, unfortunately.
You
Is there?
didn't make my space grenades?
It's a lot harder than just saying it, Commander. But I would
So-
like to look at this story, and is there any recollection that, or was this a distant story, or is this something that maybe Flatiron might have a recollection of hearing about?
If you're wondering if you've heard of this before, that'd be education. But if you're trying to make any sort of inferences about why this was pulled up, intelligence, I would say.
Yeah. Which I'm sure we can already say why it came up, but let's give an intelligence roll. It failed, so it doesn't matter.
Cool. So, I mean, you're just, assuming, this probably exhibited some of the same characteristics as the predicament they're going through. And this was the last and the closest thing that the doctor could find about what's going on. But also in this lab, as I mentioned, there is the geology lab with the rock and also the big observation room with the, sadly, some sort of cadaver.
I'm going to the rock.
Okay.
Welcome to the rock.
I also noticed what you had mentioned earlier, London,
Mhm.
Keeper, about, because initially Flatiron never took his coffee because he couldn't find that whiskey, but we'll keep rolling with it.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to the rock. What is everyone else doing?
I definitely, I want to see if there's some sort of intercom into the med bay, and I want to try and shout in it and wake up the corpse.
Okay, cool. What do you say?
Dr. Weaver, this prank has gone far enough. Now you get up right now. And I want to infuse my voice with a lot of intimidation.
Okay, you can give me an intimidation roll. For
I like
sure.
it.
Phrasing.
I like that. Go ahead.
Hey!
Oh,
Extreme success.
okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Just a regular success.
Success,
Scroll
great.
down.
So as you're intimidating this person who's an imposter, who is not an actual corpse, they don't do anything because they're dead and they can't be intimidated. But, like,
Crew, I'd like you to know this corpse is in fact a corpse.
Well,
Thank goodness.
um,
Dutch makes his way back to the station commander to ask him where are the firearms or weapons stored in the station, if you have any.
yeah, he tells you that the supplies are in the engineering bay. There's like a little kind of cubby that has some things. But there's not necessarily any like firearms, but lots of like blades and stuff used for
Okay.
mining if they need to crack anything open. But back in the med bay, there is a door that leads directly into this place if you wanted to go inspect it. At the rock, I know we're jumping around a little bit here. I'll give you a little quick description of the rock. It's metallic, but it also looks squishy almost. Like if you like put your thumb in it like Play-Doh, it would like dent in like that. It looks almost like plastic, but it's smooth and has this almost spherical cavity on one side of it that seems to be hollowed out. There are some notes on the side of it written down. Seems to be in French, but that's what you see.
Okay. You said it was in French?
Mhm.
I can kind of read French. I want to see what it says.
I know some of these words.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
French roll, please.
Okay. It's a 38 versus 35. Question. If the thing is written in French, can you just show it to me?
I don't have it written down. in
Okay.
actual French.
Because I can read it. Okay, I'm just going to spend 3 luck points because
Okay.
it's a one shot.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. 'Cause
Cool.
that was a 38 versus 35, so.
So in French, you learn that it has this rock has magnetic properties, defies chemical analysis, and has measurably shrunk in size since it was initially discovered. It's not conventionally radioactive, but it seems that once this was exposed to the atmosphere inside the domes, the atoms began to decay into dark matter.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Back in the med bay, the sheets covering this body here. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm definitely going into the med bay, and what am I doing? I want to. Why would I not have the doctor see the cause of death? I just want to look at her face and maybe open up one eyelid.
Okay.
And just see if I notice anything unusual about the manner of death.
Will do. So since the doctor's not with you, you've been around town here. I'll give you some information before we take our break here. As you lift up the sheet, You see this dry, ashen face. It is, sadly, Dr. Weaver. As you inspect the body,
Squishy yet metallic.
you see no signs of wounds nor injuries. There is not one off thing, not one sort of external trauma, mark, scratch, scar, anything that would lead to death. But yet, it lays here, without life. The rock, defying the explanation of science. And the fact that you're being watched right now by something just eludes you all momentarily.
Gosh dang it, Sally.
And we'll take a break there. Yo, y'all are
Yay!
killing this. Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna take like a short break here, just a couple minutes, to just bio break and such. But thank you for watching. If you're new here and you're enjoying this, please click follow. Subscribe to us, or if you're listening to this, download us, follow us on socials. We really appreciate you, and we're having a great time here with Becca Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
Awesome.
London.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so we'll be right back. Hello, we are back with Moonglow and with Becca Scott. I just want to start off by reading this comment. It says, "I have never been more confident in the failure of a crew than I am in this one." So I want to lead off with that and welcome everybody back in.
That is so valid.
But no, failure is failure in Call of Cthulhu and role-playing games, I think, is fun. You know what I mean? Storytelling. It's great. But don't sell them short. They are going to kick the mythos in the tush, and you're about to see that in this half.
Oh.
Hopefully. So where we left off, we were in the laboratory dome. They just inspected this cadaver of Dr. Weaver, completely intact, no signs of distress or wounds. They just inspected this meteorite thing, this rock, this malleable plastic, squishy type rock. And they also just found some sort of articles linking the strange occurrences to something that happened in one Arkham, Massachusetts in the 1920s. Now, as everyone, sips their hot cocos, their coffee, I just want to ask for a sanity roll from everyone.
Oh. Good.
Yep. Did someone say Kool-Aid?
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Success.
Ooh. Okay, great. So it looks like we only have one failure, Dr. Bowery. You're going to lose just 2 points of sanity. As you're looking around, and out of the corner of your eye, you just see this fusion of blues and pinks, deep purples, flashes of yellow in there. Wait, no, there's green in there. No, it's a little bit of red. It's greenish, bluish. You see it, and it's like in the corner of your eye. Then it's gone.
Ah, there we go. It's
Yep.
really
Like
There it
that,
is.
like that. That's what you see.
Good
That's
Lord.
what happens in in your periphery.
Yes, a
I
rave.
can't
You
get it
just
back
saw
to
a
normal.
rave.
Oh no, I can't get it back to the normal light. Keep going. You're good. just
Doesn't matter.
keep
The
going.
base
There we
just
go.
dropped. We're in it.
And with that, everything fades back to normal as your mind kind of racks a little bit. at this. All right. What is your next course of action, you all? Would you like to discuss your, what you plan to do next? Are you staying here? I mean, this is scheduled to be your home for the next 6 months.
Is there anything
going
else
on?
in this laboratory besides the note, the rock, the cadaver, and the computer?
As I mentioned, there's like the MRI room. It says like no metals inside there. It's just your typical sort of MRI machinery there.
I want to meet up with the rest of the group and say, so did any of you manage to determine the cause of death?
I'm stepping out of the examination room. Doctor, there's something very strange going on. There is not a single mark on this body, and sometimes people die of inside stuff, but I didn't see any of that. And the computer readout seems to show that there is no obvious sign of death.
Should we put the body in the MRI? Do you think that would perhaps give us a little bit of insight?
It's the least we can do to respect her memory by giving her an MRI.
Sounds like some.
I want to go in and lift up the body, and I don't want anybody's help because I want to show how strong the commander is.
And we have no doubts. for
Me
our
in
commander.
elementary school when they said, I need a strong boy to help me carry these chairs.
That's still me every single day.
Hell yes. Strength
me.
roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got it.
Boom.
From the knees.
You're able to take this limp, dead weight body there over to the MRI room. You put the body there. You crank up the machine. The doctor's able to assist with that. This is all very familiar equipment. And just through the analysis, there's nothing much more that you can glean, especially not even a cause of death here, which is very, very, very strange.
Doctor, have you ever seen anything like this before?
I can't say that I have. I figured it was some sort of radiation from the meteor, but I am absolutely puzzled by this.
Well,
Well, anyone have any ideas of how we could learn more about what this thing is and how it's getting in the way of our precious helium-3? And I want to go over and I want to kick the meteor really hard, like a high kick, obviously. I think it's on a table.
this is a drop kick with both legs just.
So as you kick it, it almost like you can feel like the sort of the warm malleability of it on your boot as it kind of sticks. It's like a big chunk of Play-Doh on the tip of your boot there.
Oh, I
like
hate
that.
it.
Sound it makes.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
it stuck now
Yes,
on the
it's
commander's boot?
stuck. It's stuck.
Oh.
It's like sticky. Yeah.
Well, we're definitely not touching the damn thing.
As it kind of hits back on the ground there. And she puts it down.
So,
You did this. You killed Renee. Mon chéri. What is this? And I pick up the note in French and just start quietly weeping as I see the handwriting in French. We would text pictures of handwritten notes to each other.
Oh,
oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
actually really
something.
cute.
Oh.
There's still romance in space, let me tell you.
I do not know anything about what's going on in this room right now, but I do know that the commander of this station has told me that there are weapons in the engineer room if we need them.
now we're talking Dutch.
I think we blow this thing up because it's definitely killed our friends.
We have to find it first. I'm guessing the rock isn't. If there is an entity, I'm guessing it's not the rock. That would be
What?
what this chunk is gone.
You saw something earlier, didn't you, Doctor?
Shimmer out of the corner of my eye, and recently a weird colors, but I
If
imagine
I've
that
learned
it's just-
anything about science in my time as an officer, it's always follow shimmers and weird things in the corner of your eye.
What?
So I'm guessing we're gonna.
Major,
end
are
up
you
with-
all right?
It seems as though he's lost his hearing.
Sorry, it was just a bit of a confusing statement, Commander. But no, let's let's keep moving.
Oh, we're gonna go to the crater, aren't we?
Hold on. I think we once again have an error in chain of commands. And I'm going to take Flatiron by the ear and pull his ear close to my mouth and say, did I make myself unclear when I said something that you didn't understand clearly?
Yes. Yes.
That's what I thought. Shove him backwards. I didn't make it to commander by keeping my temper at bay. I demanded promotions until people just relented and transferred me to a different department.
Well, that's surely one way to do it, I suppose. Don't let me catch you. Don't catch me doubting you ever again, Commander.
I won't catch me catching you doing so.
But
I hope.
you catching me, but not me catching you catching me specifically.
Oh, I'll
not me
catch
catching
you.
me.
I'll catch you like this goo on my boot. Anyway.
Roger, let's keep moving.
Listen rolls all around.
Oh, yay!
Oh no! Apparently
Oh, I
there is
thought that was
something wrong with my
me.
hearing.
It wasn't me.
Oh!
Why is it not doing
225
that?
extreme?
That rolled weird. It's a failure for me, though.
Yeah, failure also.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I got it.
The commander and especially the major with an extreme success of 2 versus 25, you hear the airlock open.
Oh, shit.
You hear it close. You hear heavy boot steps against the cold, hard metal. Dink, dink, dink. This is coming right off of that command dome, but it's very loud and you can hear it, especially once you hear the decontamination. Go in before the door to the command dome creeps open. What do you all do?
I vented. Oh, God.
Go ahead and,
Uh,
well, let's move, Commander.
everyone, hide.
Oh, damn.
Okay. I hide, I guess.
I also
and then-
hide.
Yeah,
Another
stealth, yeah.
extreme.
Can I whisper to the computer, Sally, show on screen the command zone. What is it called?
That's good.
Command center.
Yes.
The fun zone.
Okay,
Why
cool.
is mine not showing?
I'm not sure.
It's a 20 versus 20, though, so it's a success.
Failure, 84 versus 20.
Cool. So Sally, right away, and whoosh, on the computer system here in the lab, you see this sort of footage of, live footage of the command dome. You see this person in a spacesuit walking directly into the room. You see them approach the commander who's there on the ground, drunker than he was when you first encountered him. The person in the spacesuit reaches out. You can see him grab the commander by the throat. As the commander is choked, he gasps for air. You can see him almost lifted up off of the ground as he struggles for air, but then it's almost as if in one swift move of the hand, neck broken. The commander drops on the ground there as the spacesuit kind of moves out of the view of that particular camera, just walking around the command center.
Where
You
is
see
it headed?
this. You're not sure. It's pretty much concentrating all its forces here in the command dome. Maybe even to the controls, to the living areas. You're not sure. It's walking pretty slowly, though.
Sally, override all commands except from this console.
Password, please.
Yeah.
Only Frank Thompson has the passwords. I'm gonna say the password is NASA.
I like it.
Password denied. Please
Oh.
try again.
Anybody got a guess?
Commander, try October Sky.
Oh,
Sally. Password is October Sky.
Ding, 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 ding. Sorry. Password denied.
Says we only have 2 more tries.
Homer Hickam.
Sally, try Evil Space Rock.
That's
All
no.
lower
That's
caps.
stupid. That's not going to be it.
You're right. They wouldn't change
Maybe
it.
Password
I'm possessed
denied.
by an evil
Shit.
space rock.
Oh.
Wait, I'm like Southern.
With 2 more tries, your account will be locked, Major Thompson.
Well, oh no. Here it comes.
The password hint. It's
The-
that's a hint.
The figure in the command center is just a laboratory.
Oh no, no, that's just more space dust.
Oh, thank you.
They really need to clean this place.
Is there a
yeah.
security question?
That's enough of my attempts.
I think we better leave this one attempt open.
Yeah.
If you want to give me intelligence rolls, I might give you any sort of information.
I want to look for like a tiny notebook where it's written in like a drawer.
Okay,
I can't guess my own password, so
I'm
guess it.
kidding, but also I'm not. 24 versus 70. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Dutch
Crit
with a
success.
crit success, 1 versus 50. Yo, Dutch, you're
So we
like,
do it.
you're like, okay, if Frank Thompson had a password and there was some key to finding out what the hell this is, it's in his living quarters. You know this, duh. Probably. That's what Dutch would say.
But so is he.
Oh, but the living quarters
That's where
are
the
in the
big bitch is.
commando. Oh. Okay, so I suppose we're not getting a whole lot done in this laboratory here. So
Go Braves? I don't know. This is not in character.
I
It
would
wasn't my
like to. Oh God. The weapons are in the engineering.
Correct.
We have nothing on us except you've still got that scrap, the sharp scrap.
well,
Yes, I still
suppose
have
could,
the metal pipe.
and I suppose I could still just shoot him. But this,
Here's what we're gonna do. I think once we open that door, we need 1 brave crew member to create a diversion and run in one direction while the rest of us spread out, some to engineering to grab weapons.
I believe she's talking about you, Major.
well, my duty is probably shooting this damn thing. Unless.
Okay, sounds like you're ready. Let's go for it. And I
All right.
push the button to open the door.
Yeah. Weapon drawn. Let's do this, Keeper.
Cool. So you go outside. You're back into the main sort of command dome here. You don't see this person. They've gone off somewhere. So who's going where? We'll start
I'm
with
gonna sprint for.
start with you. Yes, Commander.
I'm gonna sprint for engineering. I want to get a weapon, maybe like a mining pick.
Okay, cool. So you go there. You're running over to engineering, hoping that they're not in there. Give me a luck roll. What is everybody else doing?
And we're not trying to break up the pack, so Major is staying with the commander,
Cool.
kind of like covering 6.
Perfect. Commander
Dutch
succeeds.
is also going to get a weapon.
Okay, cool. You're all heading in
try.
there. What about you, Dot?
Yeah.
Staying
I
on?
guess I'm not a fighter, but I'm also gonna get a weapon just in case.
Cool. Yeah. So you all are able to find these mining tools. Some almost like these sharp, almost like futuristic, like razor sharp, like hammers, like picks that you can find in there. Yeah. So that'll be.
I got one somewhere. Hold on.
Yeah. Like these are
Yeah.
these are crazy. This is a D8. I'll tell you.
Where is it?
Okay, perfect.
I can't
Yes.
find it. It's against my wall. I'm not getting it.
Cool. So
It's
you
not
have
worth
this,
the
you
goof.
have this D8 plus whatever damage bonus you have weapon there. These sharp things. But where is this mystery person?
All right.
All is quiet.
I think if we want to get into the computer, we're gonna need Frank's personal effects, and so perhaps I'll stand in the command center if someone wants to go search his effects.
Why are we trying to get it into the computer when we know whatever it is came from the crater?
Well, it knows more than us. Let's go.
Or perhaps we could stay together and murder on sight, I suppose would be the order, since we saw this thing strangle the other commander.
Last I checked, this thing is definitely hostile. So, I'm in agreement with this commander here. Shall we go get the password?
I think that if we're in engineering, we just ran through the command dome and we didn't see him. We came out of laboratory. There's, I think we gotta go to the greenhouse dome, or is the quarters inside the main command dome?
They are inside the main command dome, kind of towards the back.
Okay.
Right, right.
Final
Okay.
showdown's gonna be in the greenhouse.
How about I'll cover Dutch. Dutch, you cover Bowery. Bowery, you cover Flatiron. Flatiron, you cover Angus. Angus, you cover Dutch. We got it?
Excellent plan.
So
I'm with it.
sorry, Flatiron. You're absolutely doomed if I'm in charge of covering you.
Ah, no worries. It's just one man.
Okay, so where are you going?
We're going to get a password, right?
Yeah, living quarters, I
Okay.
can
The
guess.
command center.
Is that
Where the
we're
big
going?
man is.
Okay, cool. Everybody give me stealth rolls.
Yeah.
I'm super
Uh-oh.
sneaky, so
Okay, great.
can I
Oh.
say I'm
my
not
God.
sneaky. We just came in here like a herd of buffalo. This is the
No,
loudest.
we didn't. I got a 1.
Oh,
Nice.
And then Hudson also got a crit, but
No, I don't think so.
it's a
no,
69.
you did.
It's a crit.
It's another form of crit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, gotcha.
I don't.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh
Well,
my.
well, my stealth is 20, so yeah. Okay.
That's
So
3 failures and 1 crit success.
Oh boy.
I'll say that crit.
Deal with that, keeper.
I'll say that crit covers the failure there.
Thank God.
That's insane. So as you go into the crew quarters here, you see there are 4 quarters, one for each of the crew members. So there's the commander's quarters, Major Thompson's quarters. They're all labeled. Specialist Martell, and then the doctor, Dr. Weaver's as well. Are you splitting up and going and checking them individually, or how are you doing this? Going straight to Thompson? What's going on?
So are these all
Keep
doors that we have?
feeling like we should split up for some reason. We'll cover more ground.
Ah, screw it.
I'll go to the doctor's.
How about we each cover our counterpart in our position? Because that'll be your new quarters.
I like that
Let's
idea.
do it.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Okay.
Okay.
So I will go to the specialist.
All right, let's start off with you then. We're gonna start with Specialist Martel. The first thing you see when you go in this little sort of cubby room place is this French flag that is hung up on the wall. Right next to that is a smaller calendar with some risque imagery on it. But it has these markings through all the.
Can we say
There's-
that, like a crudely printed photo of me, just my face is taped on all the calendar photos?
Yeah, as you're looking closer, you're like, "Is that the commander?"
Just like a nerdy, freckly brunette woman with glasses. Her head, you can see the top collar of her uniform in the cutout.
Oh my goodness! Give me a spot hidden roll, Specialist.
Nope. Failure. 92 versus 25.
Okay, so you don't find anything terribly incriminating, but what you do find is this notebook that's not even hidden. It's right on the bed, just laying there. It has this envelope. Well, no, it's not really an envelope. It's like a piece of paper that's printed out and folded, kind of like an envelope. It seems to have this email or this message or something printed on it. What does the message say, Commander Angus, to Martel?
Dear Mon Cherie, I hope that you will make good use of this calendar I have personalized for you.
Oh my god.
I know it's lonely in space, but perhaps in our rendezvous as you hop into my lander, perhaps
I'm gonna
we
fill
could
this up.
make.
I gotta
we can make our
go.
correspondence. What's that word for when you like make a we'll make it make it true, make it so.
Make it so.
Consummated. Consummate.
That's a good one. That's a good word.
Make
Yeah,
it so. You went Picard on that.
What? Never heard of it.
All right.
We didn't learn about him in the academy.
Inside of the doctor's quarters, it's all very neat and tidy. There's not much here. Like, just looking at the room, this seems to be like one of the blandest people you've ever met. Like, no sort of like personal things around, no sort of calendars, flags, anything. Bed nicely made, not a drop of anything on the floor. It's all very nice. Meanwhile, the commander is in the commander's quarters.
Keeper, the major's waiting a second. He's waiting to see what happens with the rest of these 3 doors.
18 tankers of vodka?
Jeez.
This place is not, it's in complete disarray. Complete disarray. This place has been trashed. It's like, hasn't been slept in, but you can tell because there's just all this shit on top of the bed.
Why did he shit on the bed?
Oh my gosh.
It's his quarters, so I guess he could do what he wants.
Yeah, with the knowledge that the last person left is the counterpart to my job here, we're gonna wait for the rest of this crew to kind of pop out of these doors, of the doors that they've searched. when they're
Major,
done.
we are all going into these rooms at the same time. Do I hear you lingering in the hallway?
No, all right. What's in this room? Going in weapon first here.
Okay. The door creeps open. It's dark. The lights that illuminate all these like little dorm areas are very dim inside of here. You can hear yourself breathing. It's almost as if the oxygen gets thinner in this area, but there's something here. Give me a spot hidden roll to see what you discover in this area.
3370 hard success.
So, you don't see any person, but what you do see, and I'll show this to our audience here.
No.
Well, the ones that are not, on the podcast, but it's this. And I'll show you this.
I just figured out the password.
I never would have put that together.
Okay, so there's a child named Daisy on the moon. I don't know how
What
this
did
child
you
got
say,
here.
Major?
Okay, so is that all the major finds? Is this whatever that was? This
Yes,
drawing?
that is what you find inside of this place.
Okay, coming back out. with it
Everybody
in
give me
hand.
sanity rolls.
Yep.
Okay.
Failure for major.
Hard success. Nope, that's not mine. Normal success. 41 versus 48.
Major and specialist, yeah, failed.
Okay.
It's not our night.
I've
Nope.
never been more sane.
If you failed, delete 2. As you see, it's almost as if the walls start sweating. You just see this water pouring down the walls for some reason. The waters turn into almost like this paint-like liquid that stains the floor with all of these flurries of colors, and it's gone. If you failed.
Well, I seem to have found artwork, and I'd like to go back into the hallway where maybe my crewmates are expecting me and pass it around. Because I have no idea what to make of this.
I have no idea what we could possibly do here. All we need is a password of something significant and meaningful to the major.
It couldn't be his child. Unless it is.
Genius. I grabbed his
Surely.
other ear from the other one that I pulled on earlier, and I said, "Don't you ever outsmart me like that in front of everyone ever again."
Soaking.
I'm just out here just
Yes, ma'am.
rubbing my temples. Just, oh my god.
Bet you didn't think about this, doctor. Uh,
So as you're all here in this hallway, towards the front, you see the spacesuit walking from out of the greenhouse, walking towards the control center.
Can he see us? Or them?
It doesn't seem that they have, it doesn't seem that they've noticed you yet, but they're moving directly towards the controls.
I'm gonna drop down beneath any obstruction that would shield me from view.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. Stealth for you. Is everybody else being stealthy, or is anybody else doing anything else?
is this just like through the little portholes on the door?
You're out in the hallway now, so you're kind of out of the way, but this is towards the front of this this area, so you can directly see it, but it doesn't seem that they've noticed you.
Okay.
Dutch goes back into the specialist's room and closes the door.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I didn't know if we were too
I
far away.
stand behind a fake potted plant that is way too small to conceal my person.
Uh,
Oh my goodness.
and and the major just apparently gets up along the wall like Kronk. Second reference, and just
Second time we've referenced that, man.
unmoving
Oh my
next
goodness.
to this wall.
Incredible. Still singing his own theme music.
So
Yes.
as this commotion happens with these failed stealth rolls, you see this suit. Its head turns towards you all. There is no darkness or face behind this, but there is just this bright light coming from inside of this helmet, shining out. As your eyes adjust to it, it's almost as if you see eyes behind there, these dead eyes that are giving off this light. This will truly call for a sanity roll from you all.
Hold on, I'm making a very good reference in chat.
Including Dutch, who is inside
Except
one
for
of the cabins.
except for Dutch, he didn't
Okay.
see this.
All right, cool.
Well, he just
Man, wish I had gone with that idea.
got major and commander successes.
I'm trying to get to mine. Failure.
Fantastic.
Commander, you are sane. My word.
Super sane.
Why, thank you. Nothing
Regular
can shake me
Brissius out
after.
Super sane.
Once you're born in a test tube, nothing can really mess.
Oh,
shit.
Every second of it.
Yeah.
So everybody loses 1 sanity except for Dr. Bowery, who loses 5. Hey, you know what?
Bout of madness.
You know what that means? Intelligence roll for this bout of madness.
That's a success.
Hey,
38 versus
success.
70.
Cool, but this is completely unnatural as you see this thing looking at you, and it just bolts up, like, makes a beeline towards you all. It's moving pretty fast. It's swinging its arms as it reaches out to try to, attack you all. What are you doing?
I'm getting in a batter position with my pickaxe and just letting it run right into me, just like a baseball, and thinking about growing up and all that little league I played.
Yeah.
Clotheslining him. Yeah.
Yeah, brawl roll.
Okay.
That's what all that little league has come up for. Bottom left. You can do it. Oh.
And I remember how
no.
every time I got to the plate, I would choke and hyperventilate because the other kids laughed at me because the uniform pants were high rise on my very tall, gangly legs. And I rolled a critical failure.
And what did London roll after that?
So what is that roll for? Is that a dodge roll? What did he do?
Counterattack, probably.
I wanted to counterattack.
It's nobody's night.
99?
Is-
And I rolled a critical success as this suit tries to just clobber you as you miss it with that. I am so sorry.
You went straight for the
Well,
counterattack.
Commander.
Not even a dodge. You just
No,
okay.
This thing
You
shows-
always have been and always shall be, my friend.
This is 7 damage with this.
Oh, God. I forget we're not
So
in
it
pulp
says
anymore.
4d3 and then the
That's a lot of
4d4.
damage.
So, first a rocket exploded and I didn't dodge it. Then a turret turned on me and just barely grazed me, but knocked me down. And with that 7 points of damage, I now go to 0 hit
Aw.
points. And
And our doctor never tried to recover
I
hit
have a
points for
major
some
wound
reason.
and
I
have
don't-
been conscious, I
Yep.
believe.
Yep, unconscious.
No, she was damaged. I didn't.
I'm
She's
dying.
next to a rocket that blew. Okay, no.
Good thing we have a doctor with us.
I'm not
Well.
dead, I'm just dying.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay,
different.
okay. That's not too bad.
mhm.
Wait, how did he hurt me?
Yeah, so when he has like this, just like a open palm, like whoosh, just like comes down with all this force, like the butt of this, like against like your head, whoosh, kind of down. Yeah, it's gnarly. It's superhuman strength almost. You know what I mean? Like not even just like a normal hit. Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah. So in Dex order here, I'm trying to figure out who's next. It's not Magnus.
It's
Um,
not me.
It has to be Dutch. It's Dutch with the 80 Dex. So now it's your move here as this thing is moving around. What do you do?
Dutch is still in the cabin, the other specialist's cabin. Is there any other items laying about in the cabin that I could use as a weapon?
Besides the one you got?
Yes, besides the one I have.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. As you look around, there are no weapons stashed here. There's nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
I won't even ask for a roll for that. Yeah. There's nothing here.
I
unfortunately.
believe Dutch is gonna stay put and just ready himself if this whatever it is decides to come into the cabin.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Next up, let's do William Bowery.
Ah. Okay. I'm gonna run over to the commander and try to bandage her up.
Okay. Cool. You using medicine or first aid?
First aid.
Smart.
That's a failure. 82 versus 60. Sorry, commander.
Do you want to push it or anything?
Yeah, I'll push it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
You're
Probably a
gonna
lot.
push your first aid?
You're gonna die either way.
How many luck
I
points
wanna
you got?
know. I want to know what
Doctor? I have
exactly
enough.
you did to me.
I have enough. That's the thing. I do be having enough. I'm deciding.
You're deciding what?
Ponies 19 luck points.
You can't use
For me to
19.
live in
If
a
you
one
push-
shot?
You can't use it if you push.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
So, what are you doing to her, and how do you kill your commander? Like,
Oh man.
does the commander? Oh my gosh!
Trying to put a tourniquet on, and
Around
I just
the neck tighter.
Yeah, I just
Oh my
absolutely just
gosh.
fuck that so bad.
Oh my goodness! Do you have any final words?
I am so
Commander?
sorry, Becca.
As the light fades from you, do you have any final words? Oh my god!
This is my space station. Coughs up blood. Coughs up blood. Projectile
Uh,
Yo!
Oh,
ladder.
no.
And as that happens, it's almost as if this suit like falls down, like falls back. The helmet rolls off, and you see these dead eyes just open like this, and this dead body there. You see this face here, and I'll show you what the face is. You see this balding man with this like big thick beard, long mustache here.
Oh, it's a nice beard.
He looks like the guy from the ostrich.
Who?
I don't know what that is, but I mean, this
That
guy's
is a
got a.
very specific Central Alabama reference.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, so as he
Yes, he
lays
will
back,
know.
He falls back, and that's what you see. But
Oh,
whoa,
Becca.
jeez Louise. Good grief.
Oh my
This
god!
is death.
I missed that.
Oh, man.
I just like, is that Doctor Doom or I don't know. Yo, so out of this thing's body rips this like colorful beam of like incorporeal just like energy that just moves through the walls up to the top of the ceiling, down to the bottom, through the COC. And all of the screens, all of the technology just starts going haywire. What you see on the screens are all these pictures of Earth. You see blue oceans, green forests, these beautiful fields, and then one by one, each screen turns to all pictures of daisies.
Oh.
Kid.
And at that, the round starts over, and this thing lashes down.
I never did anything.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I shoot it? Which that was gonna be his initial intent.
Okay. Yeah. You can try to shoot at this thing. Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Then it'll be next. Mm-hmm.
The doctor run over. Yeah. Oh, and on a very sustained pattern here, it is another failure. 8460.
Cool. You shoot, but it just like hits like the some of the computer screens, and you see sparks fly from that. This thing snakes down almost like supernaturally at the doctor. Okay. It's trying to like wrap around you, and where it looks like you could see directly through it, oh no, this thing is solid as it like grapples you up. Next turn, it'll be Doctor. What are you trying to do? You can try to break out with an extreme strength.
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what else I can do. Okay, extreme strength. It's a failure. 41 versus 8.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you're unable to do anything on this round. Next up, Specialist.
Excellent. So do I still have my astronaut suit on?
You don't have the helmet on, no.
Okay. Where's my helmet located exactly? Is it at the door?
Yeah, so this will be back in the decontamination area.
Okay. In the cabin, is there anything that I could start a fire with?
I mean, there's the calendar,
Yes.
there's the flag, there's all that stuff. If you have something to start a fire with, I mean, I guess you could, but...
So on brand.
Are there any loose wires hanging around, like a computer system?
No.
Hmm.
There's just some material. Is there anything you would like to do on this round as far as, like, trying to light any of that up with something that you have, or...
I don't believe I have anything to light anything up. That's why I was looking for loose wires. I was going to try to hotwire something.
Yeah, there's no loose wires in this room. Any wires that would be loose would probably be outside the door.
Hmm. Right. I guess I will journey. Well, no. I'm going to just stay put this round again.
Okay, cool. What are you doing, Major?
Seeing this doctor grappled up, let's go in and not firing, but swinging the butt of this pistol out to see if he can't break the grapple.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, and what are you looking for with that?
Oh, you brawl?
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Swinging to break it, and wow, another failure. We seem to be on a roll.
As you go to swing at this thing, your hand goes directly through and almost, the momentum, like, almost carries you out of the way. Momentum. I like saying momentum. Back around to this thing. I'm sorry to do this to you, Doctor, but power roll, please.
Do I have to? Just regular power roll?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say
45 versus 50 success. Oh, wait, no, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Wait.
Enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I panicked.
Okay, cool. Great. Fantastic. So what happens is this thing, like, it breaks away from you, retreats and retreats into the computer systems itself. Lights around you
It was Sally.
all flicker off. Okay, here you go. You hear Sally. Error. As Sally just continues to repeat that before breaking down. You hear the voice of Sally crumble away as all of this stuff goes haywire around. But the pictures of Earth, the pictures of those daisies, stay on the screens there.
Well, there goes my plan.
What?
Can I say something on my turn?
Yes.
My turn?
Go ahead and say something. Yes.
We need to get to the cargo rocket. That's our only way out. And then that's it.
Okay. Great. Do you all follow that?
Did Dutch hear that?
I yelled it.
I'm gonna assume you probably did. I imagine.
Yeah,
Excellent. Dutch heard it.
Yeah. So let's break. Okay. So our commander's dead. This snake is.
You hear like a telepathic communication telling you to put the commander's body with a specialist
Oh
outside.
Oh.
Well, something tells me I know where the commander wants to be. And yeah, you know, that was his commanding officer. So he's gonna pick up his commander, strap on a helmet, and head on outside as they do whatever they're doing.
Derailing from beyond the grave.
Okay.
He saw the Mia Moore things going down. He knew what was up.
Okay, so Magnus with the commander and, gathering up Martel, you're able to go outside. This thing doesn't even interfere you leaving that way. It lets you pass. Meanwhile,
Good luck, guys.
Dutch is still in the room. Bowery's still in the room. Are you wanting to go to that cargo rocket, Dutch and Bowery?
I mean, Sally's down completely. Like, there's no way we can override Sally at this point.
Yeah, Sally seems to be down, but the computers are still up. And what you can see from the computers from here, every screen, other than the big screens, they have that password pending thing still up.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, the password is still pending. I want to just enter Daisy.
Okay, yes. This color, this crazy color, it's nowhere to be seen. It's almost in the system here. And you try to key in Daisy. There's no voice from Sally, but it clicks. It gives you this menu, and one of the options on it, other than locking down the entire place, powering up the controls of the harvesters, one of them is launching the rocket, the cargo rocket, in 5 minutes time, if you would like to do so.
Doing it, and run into the cargo rocket.
Boom. All right, are you in tow, Dutch?
Yes, I'm following the doctor.
Cool. Are you? Let's give me a luck roll to see if you're able to get into this, Magnus.
Do what now?
Luck roll to see if you're able to catch this rocket out of here.
Okay, yeah. So Magnus just kind of, he takes a moment after laying his commander down, and he gives one final salute, and comes back, remembering what the doctor said, but it loses on that luck roll. It's 75-53 failure.
Cool. So as you are gathering up, you have Commander, you have Martel. You're taking them to a place that seems peaceful, overlooking this beautiful crater where the water ice is at the bottom of it, all the beautiful minerals that seem to sparkle with the last bits of sunlight that are fading. As you're doing that, what you also see is the cargo rocket with Dutch, Bowery tucked away neatly inside, taking off on their way safely back to Earth. Now, this isn't made for manned space travel. It's made for just cargo, so it's not a comfortable ride, but eventually you are able to make your way back. You're able to be intercepted by, a ship from Earth, and you're able to return to Earth. Now, you're able to be debriefed on the horrible things you witnessed here, the strange color that invaded this moon base, that took the life of your commander. And of course, the sad loss of the Major Magnus Flatiron as well.
He was gonna go back in, but okay. What happened? What happened to him?
Well, that's the thing.
Epilogue.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody ever returned to this moon base after what they told the government that had transpired there. In fact, they secretly nuked the place, not even checking to,
They nuked the moon?
They blew up the base.
I'm gonna piss on
Just for the hell of it? What?
Not a literal nuke, but like they blew up the. They unfortunately blew up the moon base, but But you know what? We lost 2 people, but we brought back home 3 wonderful. We brought back Dutch, Dr. Bowery, and something else that it stowed on this cargo rocket was the color itself. You brought the color back to Earth, and the havoc that it caused in the 21st and 22nd century was, to say the least, apocalyptic. And that's Moonglow.
Well, I feel good that I'm not responsible for wreaking havoc on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Thank you for playing with us, Becca. Sorry that you got.
Sorry, I
I
murdered
loved
you.
it. Thank you for murdering me, because the best part of Call of Cthulhu is dying.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, to be fair though, there was nothing else I could do. You were gonna die next round anyways. I might as well risk it.
A push first aid roll, man.
It was
that's
totally worth it.
Yeah, now that's a story. Oh my God! Thank you so much for joining us, for watching, for listening. Thank you, Becca, for joining us here.
My pleasure.
Yo, you were spreading this
Thank
game.
you, London.
Yeah, of course, you're spreading this game to so many people, and I love your show, and I love what you're doing with it. And I'm an avid fan, and I'm just extremely humbled to have you join me and my compadres here.
Well, you all have made a fan out of me. Thank you so much for
thank you.
including me.
Of
Matt,
course.
Carly, Huddy, it was so great to play with you.
You too.
Awesome. Do you have anything you would like to plug before we head out of here?
We're going to be playing some Jackbox games on my stream in an hour on Good Time Society.
Head on over there. Good Time Society.
Heck yeah.
Follow them, subscribe to them, follow us, subscribe to us, and it'll be a great time. We'll be back soon with more Eldritch stuff. We have Library Cats next week. The week after that, we have Alejandro Tay joining us. And then next month, we have Campaign 2. So, all right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
All right. Signing off, y'all. Stay spoopy.
So long, Commander.